Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 16th to the 31st, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel out immensely. It helps me out immensely, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So thank you all so very much. You guys are wonderful. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have the Star reversed. Then we have the High Priestess. No, this is the Hierophant. Okay, so this is strong Taurus energy. Also, also time frame of April 20th to May 20th. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And we have the Hangman in the upright position. So it's very interesting here, Aquarius, is that we have the star reversed. Now we're represented by the star in the major arcana. So what this is telling us is like, hey, listen, Aquarius, don't get in your own way. It will be very, very easy for us to kind of like trip ourselves up or get too much in our own heads, overthink, overanalyze. So just be mindful about this during this time. There's also with the star reverse. Now, we're very good at dreaming. That is a beautiful Aquarius trait. That is absolutely lovely. But here, just make sure that dreams don't fall into the delusions. And that's not meant to be mean. It is just meant as a warning and something to be aware of here. There is also a sense, are you listening to your soul? Like, are you listening to your soul self? Are you connecting? Or are your dreams and what you're trying to achieve and prove to yourself or to whomever in alignment with why your soul's here on this earthly plane? Or do you feel like you're a bit out of balance with yourself and you don't know why? And there's that bit of frustration or chaos or a bit of discord. It could just be things just feeling a bit out of balance, like a bit out of sorts. So just being aware of that is going to be super, super important. With the Hierophant, this is not a time where we're going to reinvent the wheel at all. This is actually a time where we're going to make things work for us. So we're really connecting with Taurus energy. If we have Taurus in our chart, if we have Taurus in our lives, those people are going to be main players. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to be getting on with them. We might not like the Taurus energy that is like showing us or teaching us or opening up a door for us, but it is going to be there. So just be aware of that during this time. I don't want people to think, oh, okay, fantastic, this energy or that energy. You know, here it's Taurus, but that I'm going to get on like a house on fire with them. Sometimes it could just be like, nope, don't like him. Or is a house on fire bad? I don't remember. A house on fire is bad, but I always thought it was a good statement. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment box below if you do. So here, just be mindful about this during this time. With the Five of Pentacles reverse, the Five of Pentacles reverse is change your mind, change your life. We're going to be really stuck with a certain way of seeing things. It's like we're like a hamster wheel, right? We're going around and around in the same place, thinking we're going to get somewhere else. And like that's the definition of insanity, right? I'm not telling us that we're insane, but it's just like spirit's like, hey, listen, I want you to look over here. And we're so busy, we're so focused, thinking, okay, it has to be just like this, it has to be just like this, that we won't look over. And that's not to be confused with the Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups is like we're busy looking at one way of doing things and it's the other. But the Five of Cups has a sadder undertone to it. So there's an element of freedom with the number 5 cards. And because 5 is a freedom number. And there's going to be a sense here that we're looking at something that didn't go right. Like that like didn't make the grade for one reason or another. And we're going to be looking at that energy and we're not going to be seeing that, oh, I could be, kind of changing things up or looking at things differently or connecting with me and like my heart, my soul, myself, and opening up that Two of Cups energy, that healing, beautiful love energy. So just be aware of this. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we feel like there should be a change coming, especially with the Hangman. We're going to be seeing things differently, but we're not going to be seeing that change as prevalently or powerfully as we want to. So just be mindful about this during this time. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a snowflake in the comment box below. A person will be chosen on the 1st of February. A video will be put up announcing the winner. So good luck to everyone. Don't be fooled by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me saying congratulations. It will not be me. So do keep your eyes open for that. Yeah. yeah, and all the directions will be in the video and in the description box. Also, if you are interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So let's see what Spirit has to say, angels and spirit guides. Here we have gratitude. Moving forward, the attitude of gratitude, it's said a lot, and it kind of sounds corny and cheesy, but really being grateful for where we stand, being grateful for who we are, moving forward with that attitude of gratitude is going to be just so absolutely beautiful for us during this time. There is a sense here of, waking up and saying thank you for XYZ, going to sleep and saying thank you and just saying thank you throughout the day. Now, yes, I do know I am human too. There are some days, oh my gosh, you just rip roaring, man, and there's nothing to be thankful for. But embracing that attitude of gratitude, kind of stepping out of our own egos and our own head, that is going to be really important. And if we can do that by inserting beauty into our lives, Aquarius, that is just an exquisite thing for us. Now let's see our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So this is truth. This is the throat chakra. We need to speak our truth. Now, does it mean that we need to tell everybody our truth? No, it doesn't. Sometimes we keep our truth to ourselves, right? We don't owe it to anyone. But there is a need for us to say what we see as true in our lives. So how people say, like, you can't get in trouble for saying the truth. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So here, there is that energy of, I'm saying the truth to me. I'm embracing what I need, where I need to be, how I need to look at things, how I'm opening up to myself, and I'm letting the truth move me forward. So I'm letting that vibrational energy be a part of me. It's like if we're always lying to ourselves, right? Then we're not going to be in harmony with us. And we need to be in harmony with us in this life, in this time. We don't have to be. There are plenty of people, billions of people who aren't in harmony with themselves. But if we say the truth to ourselves and embrace that vibrational energy, then we're going to stand out of the crowd. We really are going to stand apart from others. Let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So this is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is, I know people say that the Five of Swords is bad sportsmanship. I don't really see it that way. Back in medieval times, if you would tell them that when you won a battle, you would give them back their weapons, you would say good job and let them go on their merry way, they would laugh at you. I mean, the fact that you let the person live was seen as mercy enough, and some would say foolish mercy. So here at the Five of Swords, it's like, you won. Take your winnings, take what you deserve, take what you have earned, and move forward. And that's going to be just so important during this time. It's like, no more questioning, no more doubting, no more looking at things and saying, oh, well, I might have not, or I might couldn't have. It's really saying, no, I did, and I'm moving forward, and that's it. And stop, let's keep going. And that's the energy that we need to be mindful of. We need to be mindful of, once we have won, like once we have proven to ourselves, we're going to think, oh, but I really didn't prove it to myself, right? I really didn't get it right. And Spirit's like, what the heck is wrong with you? You proved it to yourself. Keep on going. So we're going to try, and it's like beating a dead horse, or it's like doing it again and again and again and just not seeing ourselves. And that's a thing with the star reversed. We have a tendency not to see ourselves. And that's going to be really important during this time, that we see us. Because we can see everybody else's accomplishments, everybody else's successes. But Aquarius, we won't see ourselves for whatever reason. So just be mindful about this. All right. So let's see how the astrology works in tandem with the tarot. On the 16th of January, we have the moon in Aries squared Mercury in Capricorn. This is a difficult day for everybody. Just know it. Just know that everybody's going to have a hard time communicating. It's going to be a stumble over your words, not saying the right thing type of day. And we really need to listen. But that's going to be one of, again, the hardest things for everyone. We're all going to be so good at talking and talking and talking, but we're really going to be poor listeners. So just being aware of that is going to be super important. On the 17th of January, we have the moon in Aries trine Venus in Sagittarius. This brings stability and structure into our lives. We really feel more confident. We feel more grounded, very much embracing the Hierophant energy. It's like, I know who I am. I know what I want. We are really being present within ourselves, and we're being more present with what we want. So being aware of that, really turning inward with the Hangman, looking at things a bit differently, but also being really sure of ourselves. On the 18th of January, we have Mercury in Capricorn sextile Saturn in Pisces. This is a mental disciplined time. I mean, we are gathering our information, we're becoming more focused, and we're becoming more practical. Be mindful that, again, we're really going to call out our faults during this time. We can have really negative self talk. That's not going to serve anybody. If we're always beating ourselves up, how will we see ourselves moving forward? We'll never get past, task one to be able to do task two, to be able to go on and really achieve and succeed the way that we need to. On the 19th of January, we have Mercury in Capricorn trine Jupiter in Taurus. This is an optimistic time. We have an optimistic outlook. We're looking at the big picture. We're outgoing in our communication. We have big ideas. And we really have a positive energy moving us forward. We also have Venus in Sagittarius squared Neptune in Pisces, which makes us very empathetic, very compassionate. But we have to be mindful during this time that we need to have really healthy and really clear boundaries in our relationships and with people, because people will tend to take advantage of our empathy and our compassion. So just be aware of this during this time. Excuse me. And that can make us a little bit bitter and play off of past hurts and wounds. And, oh, when I was nice, this always happens. So just be mindful about that. On the 20th of January, we, of course, have ourselves moving into Aquarius time frame. So it's our time. Happy birthday. Aquarius season begins. We are embracing, what makes us different. We're letting ourselves stand out. But you know what? We're going to have a little bit of difficulty with this transition during this time, meaning that we don't really want to stand out. We kind of want to blend in. We don't want to step out of our comfort zone. We don't want to focus on the change for the future. We kind of want to do things I'm just seeing very regimentedly, or we're looking more like kind of like Capricorn energy, right? If I can do it all just by the book and exactly so, then it will be right. But we have to be Aquariuses. We can't be Capricorns. We have to be Aquariuses. And this is a time to be more, independent. Yes, Capricorn energy is independent, so we'll find that one to be easy, or easier. But we need to step out of our comfort zone. We need to say, you know what? I'm spicing things up for my future. I'm moving things forward. I'm believing in me. I'm seeing my gifts. I'm seeing my talents. And I'm really stepping forward in my energy. I'm not trying to be anybody else, or I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm letting myself soar as me. And if we come from a place of love and compassion, if we come from a place of gentleness and kindness and hardworkingness, I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to see ourselves really start to take off and really stand in our own energy and our own space with pride and determination. Also on the 20th of January, we have Pluto entering into Aquarius, which again, because the Aquarius energy is reversed here, it can be a little bit difficult. So Pluto comes back into Aquarius. This makes us really focused on change and transformation in our lives, of taking control, of moving towards the future. But we feel like we get so close with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. We get so close and then we get springboard back to where we don't want to be, or to where we're frustrated. So just be mindful about this during this time, that yes, we will face setbacks. Yes, it will be frustrating. Yes, we will get discouraged. I'm not saying that won't happen, but there's an inventiveness and an unconventionalness and a way of looking outside of the box that's really going to serve us well. And we're not going to reinvent the wheel. So we're going to make this just a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. Spirit's like, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. We are going to see what we can utilize that really works for us, that really has us shining, that really has us connecting with our own energy and our own selves. And that's going to be very much a big deal. And it's going to really help us stand in our power and say, I am Aquarius and I am proud of that. Also on the 20th of January, we have the Sun in Capricorn conjunct Mercury in Capricorn. And this is interesting because this is for everyone, that we're going to see something that began 6 to 8 weeks ago, okay, around that ballpark. And we're going to start to see it coming to a head now. And what it's going to bring is it's going to have us seeing results. And it's going to have us having new ideas of what to do next, like how to step forward, how to, kind of really embrace the hangman, how to look at things differently and bring forward new blessings, new prosperity, new abundance into our life. On the 22nd of January, we have the moon in Gemini opposite Venus in Sagittarius. Lazy day. Mark it down that this is going to be a lazy day for everyone. Don't schedule really big meetings, deliveries, or anything like that on this day. If you can help it, just be mindful about it. Kind of know this isn't going to be above and beyond type of day. It's going to be like, okay, I get what needs to be done, and then I can move forward. So just just be mindful about that. On the 23rd of January, we have Venus entering into Capricorn. Now, this is interesting because Venus is the planet of love and of pleasure, and Capricorn is very practical, very down to earth. And what we're really going to see here is that we enjoy the ambitious, focused, goal oriented, progress making element of things. We're really embracing the Hierophant, really embracing stepping into kind of like the rules and orders of things. And we're going to be looking at a way that we need to shine within that. But again, we're just going to tend to go and kind of like overcompensate in this area, be a little bit too rigid with ourselves. So do be mindful about this during this time. On the 24th of January, we have the moon in Cancer, trine Neptune in Pisces. We really like helping people. This is a great day for helping people, being supportive, feeling good, being understanding. So just be aware of that. We can be rather harsh on ourselves with things that we don't do right. So just be mindful that we'll be really quick with a kind word to everybody else, but not very much to ourselves. So try to rectify that on this day. On the 25th of January, again, we have another lazy day. This is the moon in Leo, square Jupiter in Taurus, and it's just difficult to focus. It's lazy. We need to take breaks. We need to take time, to get things done. It's just like, it just takes us a little bit longer. So again, if we can not schedule meetings on this day, if we could just be a little bit kinder to ourselves, that's going to be really important. We also have the full moon in Leo on this day, which there will be a completely separate video on. So keep your eyes open for that. On the 26th of January, we have the moon in Leo squared Uranus in Taurus. This is a restless day, so just be mindful about this. We feel a bit restless. We aren't sure exactly why. It's not a lazy day. Like the other days were lazy. It's like, I just don't want to do anything. But this is a day where we can really just feel harsh on ourselves, right? We need to get to the heart of this restlessness, of this like agitated feeling that we have. And it's because here with the star reverse, what the star reverse also means is that we're not focusing on our soul self. We've lost track of kind of the reason why we're here on this earthly plane. And Spirit's realigning us with this during this time. And we're going to see this on the 26th of January in a very big way. It's like, okay, what is my soul wanting? Where do I need to be? How do I need to move forward for me? And we're going to be looking at that rather openly and honestly for us. On the 27th of January, we have the sun in Aquarius square Jupiter in Taurus. This is a really great day. This is a feel-good day. It is a day, though, where we can be a little bit lazy. And I don't mean this in like oh my gosh, no, another lazy day, but in a way that like everything just, we can see it. If you ever read the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson, where you have that one guy who's just brilliant on one day and he sees like all the answers and then he loses it. So that's the energy that we have on this day. It's like, I can see all the answers and we better write it down because we won't have it every other day. So just be mindful about this. It's very much like the tortoise and the hare parable in Aesop's fables, where the tortoise and the hare have this race and the hare's like, I've got this. Obviously I'm racing a tortoise. I'm totally going to win. But what he does is he runs the race. He slows down, he runs a bit backwards, and then he takes a nap. And while he's napping, the tortoise finishes the race. And so that's what can happen on this day. We're so, cocky. We're so like sure of ourselves that we wind up kind of dropping the ball a little bit. So just be mindful about this during this time, because also on the 27th of January, we have Mercury in Capricorn conjunct Mars in Capricorn. Our mind is active. We have plenty of new ideas and new plans. We're jumping from idea to idea. We're really enthusiastic and we're really able to take action. So that's going to be really good for us. And we're really seeing how things will work. Also on the 27th, we have Uranus going direct in Taurus. So Uranus is coming out of retrograde. And this is fantastic because it's ending, the last few months of just feeling like things aren't changing, that sense of the Wheel of Fortune being reversed, like things just aren't changing the way I want them to. And we're really going to start, taking action to create the change that we want now. We're really going to start to look at things differently. It is going to take, because this is the 27th, it takes to the 31st to really bounce us off, or to the 1st of February, really, to bounce us forward into the change that we want. But that's not a lot of days at all. On the 28th of January, we have Venus in Capricorn, sextile Saturn in Pisces. We really take pleasure in focusing on our goals. We really take pleasure in making connections with people, of kind of networking, moving things forward. We are responsible, we are focused. And so it really does look good on us. So this is a good day. We have Mercury in Capricorn, trine Uranus in Taurus. Also on the 28th, we have unconventional ideas. We're thinking outside of the box. We're really opening up, new opportunities, new doors for us. And then we also have Venus in Capricorn, trine Jupiter in Taurus, where luck is on our side. Everything is going pretty well for us on this day. And we really benefit from somebody in our lives, even if it's just our angels, our spirit guides, believing in us, having that energy that makes us feel like we're not alone. And that's going to be a really good thing. It's just really holding to the ideas of what we want and kind of riddling ourselves out. This is going to be a time where we can sit there and say, why am I upset or why am I frustrated? I have everything that I've ever worked for. Or I have so much more than I could have imagined. Or, things are going right. Why am I down on myself? And this is going to be a time where we really start looking at us. The last half of January, we start to see ourselves, Aquarius, and we start to be kinder to ourselves because we're seeing ourselves finally, like we're respecting ourselves. And that's a really big thing. On the 29th of January, we have Mars in Capricorn, trine Uranus in Taurus. And this is a time of energy and enthusiasm. We are strong. We are changing. We are not being conventional. We're thinking outside of the box, and we're really looking at things and saying, I know I would normally do it XYZ, but let me spice it up a little bit. Let me embrace the unusual. Now, the 30th and the 31st of January, not the best of days. We have the moon in Libra, squared Venus in Capricorn. Now, this has us a bit annoyed with ourselves, with other people. It's like, listen, I just do not want to deal with anything right now. If I could pull up the covers and go back to sleep, that is where I will be. So give yourself a break, kind of, be gentle with yourself on this day and be gentle with other people because everybody's feeling the exact same way. So, just know energetically, it's kind of like, a pull of covers up type of day. And on the 31st of January, it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. We want things to change, but they're not really quite yet. And on the 31st of January, we have the moon in Libra squared Mars in Capricorn. It's irritable. It's going to be easy to snap at one another. We really want to get the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is to really look at ourselves and to know what to say no to. We're looking at things and we're thinking, oh, I should be like this or I should be like that. And Spirit's like, why don't just be like you? And let that energy move forward with you and show up for you in that open, honest way. Our subconscious spirit message is breathe. I mean, I think that's absolutely splendid for you. Absolutely splendid, Aquarius. Just breathe. Just let yourself focus on your breath. It's one of the most beautiful things we can do for ourselves. And yet we tend never to. We tend to always be pushing and going and the next thing. And if we do anything, then, oh my gosh, could you imagine if you could sell it or market it or do this or do that? It's like, what if you just enjoy it? What if you just breathe and take time and centered? It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, and that's grounding reverse. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. And Spirit is looking at us here and saying, hey, listen, ground yourself. We're not grounded. We're not feeding our roots. We're not, planted securely and firmly into the ground. Ground yourself. Aquarius, is going to be so important. Focus on grounding. Just visualize yourself being planted into the earth. Visualize your roots going deep. Visualize yourself growing strong. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the 6 of Pentacles, things that are out of balance. People needing this, needing that, hands out, being pulled this way, being pulled that way. Ground yourself, balance yourself. It's going to be so important. We're not going to realize how important it's going to be. Our subconscious tarot message is the Sun in reverse. There's joy coming in. There's absolute joy and prosperity. The Sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Because it's reversed, it's like it's on pause. So we have all this happiness, all this beauty, all this bounty coming in. And Spirit's like, it's on pause. Don't worry, it's still coming. But it's just going to take a moment. All right. The happiest card in the whole entire deck is shining on us. And that is fantastic. It's just saying, just wait a minute. And you know what? Waiting till the end of January, that's not a long time at all. Or waiting till we start to really see ourselves, hopefully that doesn't take forever. Some people never see themselves. And I'm not wishing that upon you at all. But what Spirit is saying is start looking at your heart. Start looking at the energy that you want to vibrate at, or, that you want to manifest forward. And start looking at the things that you want in comparison to the things that you think you should want. It's like, what do I want to do? If I could do anything today, like if I could do anything, would it be just going fishing, or would it be, doing XYZ? So just looking at it and saying, okay, but then what does fishing mean to me? What does this mean to me? What are the things that I want to be doing mean to me? And start writing that down. Because when we do, we start to decode ourselves and we start to finally see ourselves, not in the way that others want to see us or not in the way that we think we should be seen, but we just start to see us and connect with us. Okay. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.